Well, I have a further question from our bloggers, Living Off the Land bloggers, Susan and John. And this time they've written to me about to water or not to water. They said they've had trouble with water. They live in Norfolk, which is, I know, been very dry the last couple of seasons. And they've got the dilemma of, do they go out and water all the time? Do they leave their planting to later in the season? It's very, very quite a taxing question, because do you let nature do its stuff, or do you intervene, and the work that entails? Well, to start with, really, if you're going to grow veg, there's no way you can avoid irrigation. It's fundamental to the growing of vegetables. Think of a potato, a carrot, a parsnip, they are 90% water. Yeah, things like beans, peas will not take drought conditions, so you need to water. So you need to set up a system. I'd use a water butts wherever I could. Make sure you don't use them for seedlings though. Make sure you use tepid water on young plants. So there's no real shortcut not to watering, and also if you don't water and you're sowing seed, it leads to patchy germination and low yields. Now, wild plants do well because they're adapted to their situation. Weeds do well because they're adapted, they're very adaptable plants, and they will see out and be more vigorous in environments that other plants will suffer in. So I'm afraid in a little way your vegetables, they need a bit more pampering, they're a bit more deavery. So you're going to need to definitely keep an eye on irrigation. There are ways you can help yourself with this. You can make sure you water early in the morning or last thing at night, straight to the base of the plants. It's direct watering, you're not getting any waste through transpiration or loss. The other thing you can do is a mulch. Really, a mulch is a brilliant way to preserve water. Nice, thick, organic mulch. I know you're composting. Get that on. You might already be doing that, but again, that will help preserve. If you want to start your plants more vigorously and you're worried about sowing straight in the ground, why not in your greenhouse get your plants? You can't really do it with parsnips and carrots, but the other stuff, get your plants started in a propagator, in a greenhouse, get them up, grow them on, give them a nice early start so they're quite vigorous and tough before you transplant them in the ground, and then they're not so vulnerable to lack of irrigation.